Did you ever want to cut yourself out from the background in Resonite without having to use a complete green screen world? I have a solution for you. I've made a system where you can click a button and you're gonna get cut out from the background. You can even choose the color of the background. And you can give microphones to other people that are also gonna be shown on camera. And I'm gonna show you how to use the system right now. I'm going to switch to my POV, and now you can see the UI for the system. The top part is the Multicam Switcher made by Zyzyl, and I added the Cutout System on the bottom, so this UI bar and the microphones. I'm just gonna start going through all the buttons that the system has from left to right. First button is the Enable and Disable toggle. The main toggle also displays status of the system. So for example, if there are no users selected, it's gonna display that. Or if the system is disabled by the camera type and or the users, it's also gonna display that. The second button is the toggle for the main user. This one is the input field where you can input the username of the main user, which can be anyone in the session. There are also microphones that you can use to select users. So just grab one microphone and it's gonna select you, or for that matter anyone that holds the microphone. You can enable and disable the microphones on the device itself by pressing your secondary button on your controller, and the status ring on the microphone will also reflect the state of the microphone. So yellow is disabled locally and red is disabled globally, which is done by this button here. You can also select multiple users if they have a microphone. I currently don't have anyone here with me, but I've made a little hack to also show this duplicate of my avatar if their microphone is enabled, and if their microphone is disabled, they're gonna get hidden. Another thing, as long as the microphone is somewhere parented under your user, it's gonna work. And if it's not parented to anyone, it's not gonna work. Currently it only works for users, but maybe I'm gonna make it work for objects too. Feature creep and such. You can also set up disable rules for specific camera types, which just looks at the name field of the camera type. And for example, if I switch to a POV camera, it's gonna automatically turn off the cutout system. And if I switch back to a camera that isn't disabled, it's gonna enable the system again. So if I turn it off for back views, it disables it for the back view. It's enabled for front views, disabled for POV, and enabled for static camera. You can also set a custom background color for chroma key and stuff like that. So for example, a green background doesn't really work with my avatar because it has green on it. But for example, like a red background would work pretty well. You can also use transparent background. In OBS, you just have to click the checkbox in the source so that the source is actually transparent. On Med, you have to use a chroma key with a color of complete black, so 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, and a threshold of 0, and that just works. There are also some quick presets for the color you can choose. Or not, for like chroma keying out complete black doesn't work that great because Resonite has some grain in the normal black for some reason. But if you turn it to transparent, even if your recording or streaming software doesn't support transparent video sources, it's gonna be perfectly black in the background, so you can easily chroma key it out. That's the basic functionality of the system. And if you want to know how to add more microphones or other microphone types, I'm gonna make an extra video about that soon, TM. But yeah, that's all for this video. Goodbye.